What up, people? I'm back. It's your boy Sasha Rock, aka The Regular Cat. Thanks for joining us today. What up, Ace? What's good, bro? Thanks for joining me. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Thanks for y'all. This is your boy Sasha Rock, aka The Regular Cat. We're gonna have some fun. We got my homegirl Key Turner in the building tonight. Yes, yes. How's everybody's day going? What up, Moon? What up, cuz? I see you there. Got my homegirl Key Turner in the building tonight. Yes, yes. Man, the team is in the building. I see you, DJ. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have my girl Key Turner here tonight. If y'all don't know, y'all will know after tonight. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. ASU, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Yes, yes. Keep turning in the building. Yes. Thanks for joining us. This is that lyrical exercise. This is what I'm talking about in the gym. Yo, this is that joint Ammonia. My homegirl Key Turner. She's already in the room. Off the album Twist the Pen Open. How's it sound for y'all out there? I try not to blast y'all out, you know what I mean? But it's one of them joints right there. Hey, Mama Gibbs, I love you. Thanks for being here. Too low? Alright, no doubt. E Holla, what up, bro? Thanks for joining us tonight. Key Turner right here, Ammonia. Oh, she here, cuz. That's that feel good. She got bars. Key, let me know when you're ready. You can tap in. Whenever you're ready, we ready for you now. Yo, I'm so happy tonight. I'm gonna have the first of many, hopefully, what I call our Queen MCs. I don't want to come with that term, female MCs. We've been used too much. Yeah, we ready. Send me the request, Key. Okay, here we go. Yes, yes. I got this on pause. Waiting for the Queen MC herself. Yes,
Hey!
yes.
What?
Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. This is Key Turner, everybody. Let me see if I flip this. I wanted you to be right.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, better. That's why you said flip my phone. Okay. All right, there we go. Pardon me, pardon me. Much better. Yes, everybody, this is Key Turner. I'm so happy to have her here. This is the first of, like I said, what I hope to have many queen MCs. I
Hey,
don't like, I don't want to use the term female MCs. I just feel like we just got to do away with that. You're a queen, you know what I mean? If they was listening to those bars, they know what it is. So
yes,
thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
no problem. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be here, and I gotta salute whoever did that animation for.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It was amazing. I'm going to share it. I tend to like share it after the fact to have people chime in. That's incredible. That's
listen,
incredible. Thank
shout to Moon. She's on the team. She's handles all the art promo. She's
that.
amazing. You know what I mean?
That is awesome. Thank you.
Listen, Queens, Queens. You know what I'm saying? Queens across the board with this. You know?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So how you been? How's everything?
Everything is great. I mean, any day on this side is wonderful. You know what I mean? It's another day, another opportunity to get things going. I'm blessed, man. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be
Yeah.
here. I'm humbled and honored to be a part of the show. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I love is that once again, and this goes for you as well. Everyone that I reached out to right away, no problem. And it's just because I just love that because this is genuine. Just I love the culture. I love hip hop, and there's so many people, so many dope artists out there. Whether, like I said, MCs, producers, whoever that people don't know about. You know what I mean? That I don't even know about. But I like to use my platform to bring some light to the ones that I listen to that I'm fans of. You know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
It's a beautiful thing. I think the what was the first conversation we had? I was like, yo, if it's not for platforms like y'all, how are we heard? You know, I'm still underground. I may got some stuff out there, but I'm still
yeah.
underground. You know what I mean? So to be heard on your platform, it's a blessing. You know, so yeah, absolutely.
Well, once again, I thank you, and I just want to ask you, like, to start telling everybody where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where
Oh
you're from.
man, I was born, and I got to break it down just like this. I was born in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
I'm a Florida baby.
All right.
My dad was in the military. I'm a military brat. So anybody out there in the chat that knows what military life is, you know what it is. You probably lived in Jacksonville if your pops was in the Navy or your mama or whatever. So born in Jacksonville,
Okay.
raised in Virginia Beach.
Mm.
That is where I learned to rhyme. That is where everything transpired and molded me to be the person who that I am today.
Mm.
And I'm currently residing in Atlanta. That came, with the adult years. Like, man, I'm ready for a change. Atlanta. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Before it was trendy to come to Atlanta, actually. So,
Got you.
yeah, I think I was right on that, like that edge of right when it started to get popular to move here. But
Yeah, I got people out there. You know, I had some people that moved out there before the popularity.
before the popularity, yeah,
Mid '90s. Shout out to my man,
yeah,
Cypherly. He's in here. You know what I mean?
that's what's
You
up.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But VA, that's home. 2 up, 2 down, forever. That's my stomping grounds all day.
Salute. I can hear it because I'm in that joint in the morning. You're like, I'm from the 757. You know what I mean? You let it be known.
7 VA. I'm a legend amongst my brethren. It's true.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Yeah. I was glad to play a very important part in the hip hop scene in VA. When it came to like the Buddha Brothers and open mics and what have you. I was a part of an amazing female group called Gypsies. I always got to big them up because that was an important part of my journey.
Right.
We were one of the many groups that had it popping out there, So yeah.
Lou, man, listen, Now, how far back, like with the when you say you was with the Gypsies, um, like like how far back you going with that one? Like around what era was that?
That was the, late 90s,
Got
early
you.
2000s era.
Got you.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like that golden.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm trying to figure. Yeah. Well, never ask age. I don't believe in age. I just want to know the era. So I'm trying to put the music. You know
Yeah,
what I mean with that.
exactly. And it's shameful that hip hop is one of the few genres that has ageism. It just bothers me to my core because good music is good music no matter what it is. It ages like fine wine. If it's dope, you know what I mean? I'm sipping on wine right now, bro. Like it ages like fine wine. So, I'm fine wine. I don't
Yeah.
like telling my age only because people are small minded.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been out here doing my thing. But I started emceeing around like 13 years old, like on a serious level.
Right.
My first talent show was at the Civic Center in Virginia Beach when that was still on ground. That's been demolished years and years ago. But Teddy Riley set up shop in Virginia around that time in the late 90s. Actually, this was early 90s. And he used to throw talent shows to find new talent.
Right. Right.
And so, yeah, I did talent shows there, and then just performing and stuff led me to this amazing group, later on in the 90s. And when I tell you it went there. We were doing like all the promos with DJB, Buddha
Oh.
Brothers, performing, opening up for almost everybody that came into town. Norfolk State, you name it. We opened up for Redman, Wyclef, Mace. I mean, I could go on and on and on. And then we did some traveling to New York. We did the wetlands and all of that. Mums and Schemer hosting. We did a lot. We did a lot. And I was the baby of the crew. You know what I mean? So I will say I was the baby. um, Grown as hell now. But yeah, so Um, yeah, man, I've been out here doing it on the underground for a minute. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So what made you go solo? What had you to see the vision of a solo career though?
All good things come to an end. You know what I mean? We had a long run. And everybody just grew apart. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. People
Yeah.
go apart, people go on, have kids, people go on, get married, people like, okay, I'm gonna relocate. People feel
Yeah.
like, okay, our visions are different. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's what happened. And then I decided, I mean, I did go through a period of where like, God, man, what am I gonna do now? So because I was so used to being with my sisters. So
Okay.
used to being with my sisters. So it was a rough patch for me. I was like, damn, what am I going to do now? It kind of put me in a little depression for real, for real. But after I snapped back, it was like, oh no, I got confirmation from the universe, from God, like, yo, no, you need to press on. So
Yeah.
I pressed on and here we are. I'm on regular cat radio.
That's right. Look, stop playing. You're gonna gas me because it's like, we still building. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like everybody that comes here, I'm appreciative of their time because you took your time out to do this. You didn't have to. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
I'm blessed and I'm thankful. Now I got to get to, like when you decided to go solo, going into the studio by yourself. How did that feel? Because I know when you're used to being in a group, and then when you got it in your head, I'm gonna push forward, but I'm gonna do it by myself. It may be uncomfortable in the beginning. Was it like that for you?
To be honest, it wasn't. It was kind of like something switched. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever recall feeling like I can't do this on my own.
Okay.
Because when I started, I mean, honestly, when I started, light don't went out. when I started, um, it was by myself. So
Okay.
I guess I just naturally reverted back to my beginnings. So it was an easy transition. It wasn't difficult at all.
Okay.
So I just started to write. And thankfully the producers that I met through my group, the different studios I went to through my group, I kept, that relationship with them. So I was
Right.
able to record and get production and all that.
Oh.
So it was an easy transition for me. It
Okay.
wasn't as tough as one would think it was. No, it wasn't like that.
Now, before you went solo, though, still in the group frame of mind, were you ever pulled to the side? I mean, asking you to step, the Ralph Tresvant effect. We're gonna call it the Ralph Tresvant effect.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was all the time.
Yeah.
And I used to get into, I wouldn't say arguments,
Right.
but I kind of would look at people, I would give them that, how you coming at me? Because I'm loyal. I am loyal, sometimes to a fault, though.
But the thing is, though, your loyalty, if it's to a fault, at least you still have it there. I learned that too. You know what I'm saying? I had people, vice versa, but
Yeah,
sometimes you just gotta learn. You gotta look out for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. That's something that I had to learn later on. You know, loyalty is beautiful. It's great. But you got to have a balance. You got to have a balance because sometimes you can cut yourself short if you don't do certain things, but yeah, there were definitely times where I was pulled to the side, like, yo, do. Now collabs were a different thing. Like people would, oh, can I get a verse from you? I'm like, sure. But when it came to other stuff, like you need to get away from I would be like, hell no. Nah, I with my sisters. You bugging. But I did collabs and stuff, but I would never like step away from them and do like backhanded things and go solo or sign stuff or never that. I was approached, but I said, hell no. No. I'm the only girl of 4 boys, and when I was in that group, I felt like these were the sisters I never had. So it was a little deeper for me. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't pull me away. like I said, the universe had to be like, okay, time to go. Because if it were up to me, I'd still be in the group. That's just how I am. I'm just a committed, loyal type person. That's just me.
Right. But the good thing is, like you said, you did it when it was the right time because it was mutually, and you still got your sister.
Yeah. You know how in relationships, in all relationships, you just know when it's time you just feel that ripping away. Like you feel, okay, people are going their separate ways. I'm not going to fight this process. Let's just go. It was that type of thing. You know what I mean? So.
And shout out to, this is like a little plug for my team. Shout out to my team, Ally Entertainment. That was the same thing we went through years ago. And, we still come together and be people's a fam now. You know what I mean? So I totally understand that,
Absolutely. And while you're doing your shouts out to Ganga Lee, shouts out to Queen Heroine, shouts out to So You Well, Madam Melodious, Queenie Locks, MF Dub, and Seven. Those are the original gypsies.
Listen, you shout out whoever you want. Tonight, this is your platform. So we getting out everything that we can with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, talk about your first solo project when you first went solo, dropped your joint. Was it the one I was just rocking there? Because I know you got, like, out there at home, you got a lot of music out.
Actually, nah. Twist the Pin, Open a Lock is like the 3rd project that I dropped solo. And the previous 2 were before, the DSPs came out, before digital, before everybody was able to get their shit on. Right. So the first project I dropped, it was highly, highly, highly spiritual. I was in a place, like I said, I was in a state of depression, and I had to go to the Lord, man, for a minute. So at that moment in time, what I dropped was a direct reflection of what I was going through, praying and seeking God's face for direction and guidance. And that was just out of the trunk. Like there's a few people out there that still have that project. Like every now and then they'll throw something on and remind me, and I'll be like, wow, I was in such a place of growth and elevation at that time, getting my spirit man right. You know what I mean? That was the first one. Cause like I said, I was going through it. Cause without my girls, I was like, it ain't daring with my life, you know? And
like,
then the second joint that I dropped was called Wine and Graffiti. Now, look, I love my wine, right? I'm sorry. I like
my girl
I flip over the cup, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It was called Wine and Graffiti because that was another transitional period in my life where I was going through a divorce and I was hitting the wine heavy. Not like, now I'm good now. Like, I ain't got no problem, y'all. I just want to put that out there. I called it Wine and Graffiti because the graffiti was hip hop for me. And, you know, the wine and the hip hop was what was getting me through. All right. So I had a whole project based on that. I released that exclusively through Bandcamp. That wasn't on DSPs at all either.
Right.
And I actually took that down only because it was very sensitive for me. It was real sensitive. So I took that down. I was like, I don't even want to revisit that. You know, like forget that project. Yeah. Right. Again, there's certain people that have it downloaded on their computers that'll remind me every now and then, be like, girl, remember this? And I'll be like, yeah. Yeah. That's dope. And I'll shed a tear and be like, ooh, keep in my head. I remember that track. Yeah, it's crazy. And then Twist is the third one.
Okay.
Twist is when, now I gotta tell people, I used to go by the name Jagged.
Okay. We learned something new.
So Key Turner is me. This is who I am. This is who I know who I am. I mean, it's my name, my maiden name. I'm Markeisha Turner.
Okay.
And I dropped Twist in 2017, and that's when I was really putting my foot on the pedal with the music again. That's when I really felt like, nah, I'm about to hit him in the head, yo. I'm about to hit him in the head. And changed my name under direction from God. God was like, you know what? When it's time for you to really do this, I need you to do it anew. I need you to do it afresh. All right. I done already cut my dreads off. My dreads was gone. You know what I'm saying? I had locks down to my tailbone. Been there, done that. I was, you know, and God's like, no, I'm reinventing you. You're going to come out afresh. And this time when you come out afresh, watch how things elevate. Okay. Change my name. Now I was hesitant because I've been Jagged forever. Ever. But bruh, I promise you, the moment I changed my name to Key Turner, he said, I want you to change your name to Key Turner and watch how many doors open and watch how things elevate. And that is exactly what happened.
That's so dope, man.
Exactly. That's why I call myself Key Turner. He said, nah, because your name is your power.
Right.
Well, instead of being jagged, you're not jagged no more. You ain't rough around the edges no more. You ain't up and down, up and down. Nah, we consistent. You going through that door, you walking in, it's a smooth transition now. I was like, So changed the name and things just went pop, 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 pop. I said, okay. And then here we are. I'm on Regular Cat Radio. What's good?
That's the second shout out we got tonight. What's up? Listen, I haven't had a chance. I just want to shout out everybody in the room. This is one of the livest rooms, like, you know what I mean, when you on here. Like, I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at everything going through. I haven't had a chance to stop and shout any of these people out, but everyone stopping through, I appreciate my tribe, the Regular Cat crew, Yef people's here, you know what I'm saying?
Let me scroll. Anybody I know in here?
Probably, because I'm seeing mad names that, like, I've never seen.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
I had pulled her shirt out the closet. I was gonna wear that tonight too. But then my nephew made this shirt right here. It's all love. I said I gotta rock that because I just got it in the mail.
There you go. Okay. So
thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Like, for real. This is awesome.
Official K-Tron, shout out to you. He said he remembers Jagged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
For a minute, I was Jagged from day one. Jagged Edge, actually. Jagged Edge, and then when Jagged Edge came out with Jermaine Dupri, I dropped the Edge and just called myself Jagged. I even changed it up to where it was like Ghagged. It was a weird spelling. It was just all kind of
different. That's the time you gotta do something
different. I was like, no, I want to completely separate myself, you know? But God is good, man. That's all I could say. And, you know, you know, he's real and she's real. It's real, whatever you want to call it. He's everything. It's everything embodied to me, you know. But he it's there to guide you, lead you, protect you, and I know, you know, from my own personal experience, the more that I hone in and listen to that voice, the you know, I see the fruit of it,
Right.
and it's beautiful. So yeah, ever since I changed my name,
So,
things have just been just unraveling. Doors have been opening. So it's been beautiful. So hey, glory to God. I'm not ashamed to say it, you know.
wow. If you, I mean, no reason to be. You understand? Like none of this is happening without them. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
let me ask you, when it comes to Jamil Honesty and Hell's Yeah, which one did you connect with first?
Um, I would say Jamil,
Hmm.
only because we have a history. You know, VA, Baltimore.
Right, right.
We didn't collab until after I did the collab with Hell's Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Hell's Yeah, I met. Shouts out to Stolen Drums. I don't know if y'all know who Stolen Drums is out there. King of Lo-Fi got Controller Eyes out here in Atlanta. That's crazy. I can't wait till
Mhm.
that comes back. Met Hells Yeah at a Controller Eyes event. We linked on Instagram and it was on and popping. He's like, yo, yeah, we got a collab. So
Yeah, man.
the collab with Hells Yeah came first, but
Okay.
the mill before.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to both of them. Like, listen,
Oh
I knew Hell's Yeah for a minute, for a few years, like because he was on last week. I've been, you know,
yeah.
we knew each other
I
for a
chimed
minute.
in for a second. Let me tell you something. Hell has got to be one of the dopest MCs I know.
Yes.
Listening party, he had people getting up and walking the room like, bruh, I can't believe what we're hearing right now. He's immaculate. I just want to let y'all know. Y'all,
I
please go check out Hell's Yeah, The Last God. I have the honor of being on the song called Encore with him.
mm-hmm.
But the rest of that album is freaking phenomenal, man. Like, are you kidding me? I want him, man. I just want him. He needs to be like there. You know what I
And
mean?
that's why.
But the real heads know. The real heads know.
Yeah, he put in that work, and the thing is like, what made me a fan of his because like when last week he said he was like, he hit me up because he said I was a fan of Sky Zoo. Shout out to my bro Sky, that's always there. But he said if I like Sky, he knew I would like his music. And listen, every time I click on anything from him, I was like, oh man, and we just been connected, you know. And then with Jamil Honesty, I connected with him this year. But shout out to Jamil because he became one of my favorite MCs. He leaves me hanging on each bar.
He
You know,
does. He does.
so his album, the Rufus Buck Project, that was out this year. So needless to say, you've been on two phenomenal projects this year. You know what I'm saying? And that's just we didn't even touch nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glory to God, yo. Like, for you know what, it really humbles me because for these phenomenal artists to reach out to me to want to do something makes me
Mm-hmm.
feel like, you know how they used to say, well, Mikey likes it. I'm like, they like it. They like my,
Word.
like, it really does. Like, you know, sometimes people get so frustrated with me because they're like, could you please understand that yes, you are, you know, you got it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know. And then you get people like Hells Yeah, Jamil to be like, I want you to do a verse. And I'm like, for real?
Yeah, yeah. And look, but we spoke him up. Salute, Jamel. He just walked in the door. You know, like he just walked in and shit. You know what I mean?
What's
But
up, bro? Man,
nah,
so it's an honor. It's an honor because I listen to them and I'm like, damn, y'all
yeah.
crazy. Crazy.
Listen, I just love the fact that all of y'all were down to come on here. You know what I mean? And like I said, in my own mind, I'm gonna start sending out some messages. I need to hear something with all of y'all. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
I'm putting all kind of pressure. I'm just throwing it. Listen, if you speak it into existence, it can happen, right?
Right,
It
right,
might,
right.
if nobody speaks about it, it may never happen. You know, so if we can speak up with Dope, Jamil, Hell's Yeah, Key Turner, and get my man, because I've been a fan of Ace Cannons too. Get all
And
four of y'all. I'll be sorry for that booth. I'll tell you that. That can't be recorded the same night because that would be actually that'd be a classic. Like
Yeah.
back when they used to do it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of y'all, man.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. I'm down. I'm always down to work with dope artists, man. I tell you, listen, I don't hit nobody in the head either. You know what I'm saying? Until certain things drop. But I'm just keeping it, you know.
Yeah. So let's talk about the connection. I know, well, VA. So was the Knox connection after you got to VA also?
Yes. So me and Knox have a history. We go back. He actually did one of the first tracks for the female group that I was in. Y'all could actually go look it up on YouTube and hear an earlier Knots, when Knots first started the bass line, you know. And that's another thing for me. I feel so honored because I was in that room when he was working on that ASR 10 and he developed that bass line. You know what I mean? So I feel so honored to have been like a, 15, 16, like, oh shit, like this dude is fire. And the song is called Final Exam. He did quite a few for us, actually. But you can look up specifically the first track he did that I ever heard him do, and it was with my group. The group's name is Gypsies, by the way, GYPCEES, and the song is called Final Exam, produced by Knox.
Need to find that.
Yeah, so we've known each other for a long time. Little side story, even when he did Extinction Level Event and Everybody Rise came out, I heard that beat before Busta's vocals was ever on it. And I didn't realize what was taking place. You know, he was just playing beats in Third Eye. Shouts out to Pete and Joe City of Third Eye in VA. If anybody from VA up here know about Third Eye, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And I remember him saying, yeah, that's for somebody. This is already about to drop. I remember a week later listening to 103 Jams and Everybody Rise. And I was like, so it was a lot to take in at that time. I'm like, damn. So he was kind of like one of those first people that I knew out of our underground, you know what I'm saying, that actually did something huge. You know, Busta was like, come on. So yeah, we go back. Shouts out to DMP, all those guys. We go back. So it came time to do the Future is Female project. I'll never forget. I was on a plane headed back to Georgia from my birthday. I'm leaving Jamaica. I'm lit. I get a text message. I need you on this pod. I'm like,
about that.
What are you Long story short, I got the beat before I even boarded the plane. I was on the plane listening to the beat, and the subject line had Rhapsody's name in it. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And that's the story. I got home. I gave myself a couple of days to rest up from my trip and recorded my vocals. Next thing I know, he's like, oh, yeah. We about to get this joint popping. Yeah, matter of fact, I added Raw Digger to it. What?
Word.
So you just be sandwiched in between these freaking crazy ass women right here?
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, and that's the story. And then he dropped it, what was it, May? I didn't even know. Because, I'm finding out with music that, everything is just so, it could be like really delayed or it could be like right now. And he just hit me up, was like, oh, yeah, we about to drop it. What? The whole everything with that song. And I'm on about 3 or 4 more of them, actually. So I'm gonna wait till the whole project drops. And I just want to salute all the women that are involved with the project, because when I tell you, I haven't heard everything.
Right.
A lot of it. And when I tell you, if y'all think Black Woman was hard, and I'm not taking nothing away from what we did, but just wait. Just wait. Because imagine his production, and you
Right.
got people like Eternia on there. You got Star on there. You got Queen Heroine, my whole group member, Lord. You got Jade Josephine. You got Novocaine Omega from the Bruh, let me tell you something. That's just a fraction. You got Fever up there.
Mm.
I could go on and on. There's so many crazy lyrical women on this project. I don't even know if y'all are going to be able to contain yourselves. I promise you, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Every song will be on the regular cat radio. Shout out to my man DJ. He keeps us up to date. You know how we do.
Absolutely.
But everybody may not know what you were talking about. We dug into it, but if y'all don't know, listen, Key Turner's on the track with Rhapsody, Nick Greer, Rod Digger, produced by Nas, called Black Woman. It's going to be a whole project of Queen MCs like she was just discussing. I was going to lead off with that song, but I was just like, yo, I need to let them hear your like, those are bars too, but I didn't want you to be like, because everybody knows like the Rhapsody and Rod Digger name.
Yes.
I wanted them to hear Key Turner getting busy.
Yeah.
Like, so, now, by all means, you could go with a regular cat radio and hear that song anytime because we keep it in rotation. And it's, you know what I'm saying?
And forgive me, how could I forget the phenomenal hook done by Nikki? Nikki she's dope as hell, yo. Like, vocally, she's top tier. You know what I mean? So yeah, shouts out to Nikki Greer. She's on there. I didn't know. Again, it was a surprise again. Like, it was a surprise with this, a beautiful surprise. So, but yeah, y'all check out Black Woman. It's streaming on all outlets with myself, Rhapsody, Rod Digger, and Nikki Greer. Produced by Knots. It's an amazing song. It's powerful, meaningful, and it's a whole vibe. Yeah.
Every line in that song is purposeful. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, you know, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but Rhapsody and Rod Digger, everybody knows me. Those, before I knew of Keith Turner, you couldn't tell me nothing about them. With Rod Digger, I go all the way back. Like, I just always had a love for Rod Digger music. Rhapsody, when she dropped, everybody knows I go crazy on the Rhapsody music. And then to have you on there, I was just like, I was kind of proud because I didn't know you, not, you know what I mean? But I was just like,
a lot of people, like, who is that? Like, yeah.
And you stood your ground. It's like, nah, I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Did I hold it down? People were like, hell yeah. I'm like, thank you. Yeah. You could imagine the anxiety because they are who they are. And you're like, okay, I'm considered the new girl on the block.
Right.
Like, did I do a thing? They're like, nah, yo, you was positioned perfectly. You held it down. I'm like, okay.
Nah, there's no lapse in the song, man. Shout out to Official Gug Talk, Derek Skinner, my people over there. You know, they jumped in the room. But nah, you did your thing. There's no letting up on that song. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, yeah. Like, what I like to do here is, like, I like to ask people about the songs that I became fans of them and what went into the process of writing them. So the first one I want to ask you about is that joint Ammonia you heard me playing. You probably see me blacking out. Like, Ammonia is that shit. Like, real talk. So thank you for the song, but what was that? What was the process like for that joint?
Yes. So Ammonia, shouts out to the producer on that. Doom's got beats. Brian Dumas hit me. I meet so many amazing producers. The moment he sent me that track, I was like, yeah, I knew off top this was going to be the intro to my album. I knew. I said, this is the intro. I don't care what comes after it. This is the intro. And the concept for the song came because I'm like, I've been out here doing my thing. And I feel like anytime, you know, people, a lot of times I get this, they'll be like, where have you been? Or why am I just now hearing about you? And that's where the whole I've been dope. They just been sleep. So like, y'all just been asleep. You're awake. It's like ammonia. You know, when you put ammonia across your face, you're like, oh shit. You know, it's like that.
I
So
felt like you was talking
that,
about me in that joint because I was one of them. I was like, oh, like when I, you know what I mean?
who was that? You
Yeah.
know, and that's the reaction that I get. So I had to own that. And I'm like, okay, since that's what it is, I'm gonna name this ammonia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, VA is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm a legend amongst my brethren. Like, if you go to VA, they're gonna be asked about gypsies, jagged. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know. So yeah, that ammonia was me owning the fact that, you know what, they don't know about you, but when they do, it's gonna be like ammonia under their nose. It's gonna be like, oh shit,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
reaction a lot, and and I just be like, wow, you know. So that's the concept for ammonia right there. Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you all haven't heard that song, Ammonia is like, I don't care. Like, if that's not in your gym playlist, like that song make you go extra hard, give you more sets, like whatever. Because, like you said, shout out to the producer, them drums, do. Like as you was talking, I'm bopping because it's still in my head. You know what I'm saying? And you just got
It
to
really did
snap.
that tone for the album. You know what I mean? And shouts out to Dooms Got Beats, man. I plan on working with that brother, you know, in the future too. But he's so talented, and that beat just it brings it. You know, certain tracks just bring it out of you automatically. And it's pain, you know. I tell people all the time. Sometimes stuff will hit me right away, and then sometimes things I have to marinate for a minute. You know, like on Twisted Pin Opener, like Moonlighters is one of them. Shouts out to Tommy Karate.
That
Moon
would be another.
one of them. I had that beat for 2 years. I kept chiming in with him because, you know, I respect the producer. So I'm like, hey, is it
Right,
still available? Because I still like it. You know, I'll still go in
right.
the library and listen and be like, is it still there? Is it still there? He like, yeah, you good. You good. That's you. I'm like, all right.
A word, word.
It just came, wrote it in like 15 minutes and then boom, you know.
Listen.
But yeah.
Yeah, you was bouncing on that. Like that's another thing. Like your flow, like you got that flow. Like no matter what the beat is, and your voice controls. Like it demands like your ear. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like you're not tiptoeing when you're in the booth. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Like it's the old school. Like you gave a shout out to like the Latifahs and all of them before. Like in your songs, like that's what you bring. You know what I'm saying? That's so fine. I
I
appreciate that.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Absolutely.
Now, one song also, and shout out to my lady Jess, she's upstairs. She got my boy Noe up there, they relaxing. But we were listening to the song Yolanda's that you released this year.
Shout
Strong.
Wes, are you in the room? Are you in the room? Are you in the room? I told him he needed to get in the room. All right. Yeah. I don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's there. Yeah.
I don't know, but listen, let's talk about that. That's a powerful song, man. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna just keep it all the way real because when I listened to it, I got one idea of it, and then when I was listening to it with Jess, she knew immediately where you were going, and she was like, "Not bring it back, bring it back." You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my lady Jess. But
Thank you. Yeah.
let's talk about that.
Anybody that is familiar with the Selena story knows that her killer was Yolanda Saldivar. She's somebody that came into her circle. First of all, Selena was an amazingly talented Taekwondo singer out of Texas. Phenomenal. They got documentaries of her everywhere. You can find it on Netflix right now. The movie J-Lo first starred and I made her a star. Selena was unfortunately taken early by someone who she trusted, who, she loved, that was in her circle, that was close to her. Ended up snuffing her out. You know what I mean? And Yolanda's is about watching those people in your circle. You know what I mean? I plead the blood of Jesus. Ain't nobody taking me out because I saw someone that was very close to me. This is real life. Yolanda's is based on a situation that I went through. I was a childhood friend. You know what I mean? From dirt, like very, very close, did me dirty, just I was shocked. And it reminded me of Selena and Yolanda. And so I wrote it, it hurt me so much so to where I got into a season of like just being down because I'm like, wow, this is supposed to be my ride or die. end up being somebody that secretly hates you, jealous of you. You just never know, you know. So it's like you got to keep your eye out for people like that in your circle. You just never know, you know what I mean? You got to have that discernment to be like, okay, I don't know, maybe I need to back away from this person. And trust and believe the universe is gonna give you, God gonna give you signs. It's up to you to heed to it or not. And I did have signs, but because you know, a person that loves deeply, they don't really think about all of that. They just keep, oh, I'm gonna keep you. And then God got to show you one good time. Like, nah, I'm gonna show you one good time how this person really feel about you. And if you take heed from here, then that's on you. You know what I mean? And when I think about the Selena story, Selena had plenty opportunity. You know, she had a lot of signs. You know, even her own sister was like, I don't know about that one. And even in my own situation, I had people in my circle saying, oh, I don't know about that one. I know y'all been knowing each other for this, that, and third, but that's kind of crazy how she talking to you right now. Like that's some handed, undercut, deep-seated stuff going on there. So yeah, this person was exposed, and Yolanda's was birthed out of that. Shouts out to my partner, you know what I'm saying, my manager Jay Swifts, who produces. His son is actually JR Swifts, that does a lot for Griselda and did the track shoot for this me. You know, Jay Swifts was like, yo man, I know you going through it right now, yo, I'm about to send you this beat, yo, put it out, put it on wax. The minute he sent me that, the minute I got it in my email and listened to it, Yolanda's was written in under an hour. I mean, it was mixed like the next day. And like the next he put it out. He was like, yo, the world gotta hear this. The world gotta hear this. So many people are gonna be able to relate to it. Because a lot of people out there go through that. A lot of people have people in their circle that claim to be close, but they kind of feel like, I don't know, like certain things they say and do, you're like, I don't you really for me.
Your actions aren't saying, you're not matching your words.
You know? So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's all a part of growth and elevating, you know, like 10 years from now, there's going to be a lot of people in this chat that ain't going to be friends or close with the people that they used to be. That's just the way it is. When you're elevating, things got to fall away. They got to fall away. And I hated that it had to be that person, you know, 'cause it's so close. You know, I'm talking about been there for their child's birth. You know what I mean? Still my niece. I don't care. They still my niece. You be mad all you want to. You know what I mean? Because they ain't got nothing to do with how you feel about me. I want to know. So we good. But yeah, some people got to fall away in your life, and it hurts and it's sad. And I mean, that's one of the most crushing things in life, man, is people that you think is in your corner and they end up being exposed and they ain't really for you. They really jealous, can't stand you, saying crazy stuff. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Just blindsided. So that's how Yolanda's was birthed. And everything in there is facts. Everything that I said, you know, saw that knife that you pulled when I pulled your card. You know, this person literally pulled a knife on me before, and I still remain their friend because I'm like, no, it goes back to what I said earlier, that loyalty. You're loyal sometimes to a fault.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
It goes back to that. You have to have a balance, man. But you know, everything is a learning experience. And that's what I mean, you know, because I'm like, I should have cut her off then. But I love so hard. I'm loyal. I love people. Like if we connect and you're genuine, let's do it. Because sometimes, you know, throughout the course of your relationship, people change. And that when stuff goes out the window.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. Rude of me. I apologize. I should never speak over you. You know, I went through that. It's like some people, and you gotta be honest. Like I've outgrown people. People have outgrown me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a realist with that. And shout out to my man Lids. He said crabs in the barrel from one of the lines in the joint. You know what I mean? So exactly.
Yo, just another crab up in the Chesapeake Bay, and I got a boil of water for that ass today. Like, that's real. You know,
Yeah,
real shit. Like, damn. Like, really? You don't want me to elevate? You want me to stay right here and get mad because I move? Like, all this stuff coming out. Like, what? What?
it's
Yeah,
unfortunate though, man. But the beautiful thing is you chose to take that pain and make it art. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And you did it like you said. That beat, you thought of that whole thing right away. So, and shout out to you, the same producer. Did he mix it too?
Yes, he did.
Yes, because I love the mix. Like one thing I love because the quality. You understand what I'm saying? It is like the mix can make or break a song too. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Oh,
So it has,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Jay is incredible when it comes to the mixes because it's just amazing when you have people on your team that always want to elevate. They don't just get locked into okay, I got a good mix here. Well, no, how could I make the next mix better? You know what I mean?
right,
This is
right.
if you listen to Shoot from the Stars and
Mm-hmm.
you line it up with Yolanda's, you hear
Mm-hmm.
the elevation from Shoot to Yolanda's in itself. Um,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, absolutely. The mixing and mastering is everything. And I do want to shout out Mudknock Studios for Twisted Pin Open a Lock because I feel like they did an incredible job. That was like one of the first uh, you know, good mix and mastering type deals that I got. You know what I'm saying? So
That's the
I
beautiful
shout out
thing.
Mudknock because he does a damn thing too.
Yeah, like when you know when you hear your music and then you hear your music on a different level, it's like,
Yeah,
damn, that's you know what I mean? That's live. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
You know. So
Absolutely.
let me ask you, after the Yolandas, do you have? I know you are, like you said, you're on the Knots project. You're going to appear on that a couple of times, and I'm eager for that because I could say it to you while you're here. I like to make sure everybody knows this. When I'm a fan of someone, I like to let them know. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, even in hip hop. I'm a fan of yours, your music,
Appreciate it. I'm so humble for that.
everything. And it's like I want to like. Do you have another a full length project of yours like solo coming out soon?
Yes. Oh, it's in the works. We working
Talk about it. Talk
now.
about it. Let us know. Give it to us.
Right now. Don't even have a name yet. I done been through about 5 different names. I'm debating as to whether or not I want to keep the continuity of, Key Turner, Lock, Open Door, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating on that.
Okay.
Um the way the album is sounding, it sounds like I'm gonna have the continuity of Key Turner and Open Doors. You know what I
Mm.
mean? But who knows? I'm a Gemini. Okay, I be flipping.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a Gemini.
You
Like,
switch up on them.
I knew that I had one name like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Like this week, I'm like, nah, that ain't it.
Sure. Word. Well, hey, listen. Long as the music, the art is still coming out, that's the one thing about being a dope artist. You know
that
what I'm saying? You can throw the paint on the canvas and then still add to it, take away from it, whatever. It's not done until you say it's done.
There it is. There it is. And it will be dropping. I would have to say be hopefully before the year is out. I have been trying to drop a project since before the summertime. Um,
Mm,
but there have been some opportunities that have presented themselves to where um, timing, you know, um, is everything. I'm just gonna put it like that. But yes, my album is in the works. In the meantime, you can go check out Black Woman with myself, Rhapsody, Rod Digger, Nikki Greer.
mm,
Check out my song Shoot for the Stars, done by J.R. Swift, which made it onto the Red Man's Come Get It playlist. That was another big thing that happened. And Yeah, that was a shocker for me. He has been very hands on and he's amazing. Just to know that a legend, an icon himself was really feeling that song. Like, nah, yo, this got to go on the project. I'm like, okay.
Now, I'm just say this now. Just shout out to my man, Shot Stimuli. He just came in the room. And I always tell everybody, and this is before Shot came in the room, before Sky, Tor, and Sha, there was Redman, Reggie Noble in my life as standing as my favorite MC. You could tell me nothing. wrong about Redman. I put him against anybody. When he got on, I got my mind made up. I was like, you see him spaz on that shit? You know what I mean? So shout out to Funk God.
Yes, that's how the stop. Oh my
You
God.
know, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. So
And and this ain't really got nothing to do with me, but it got something to do with me, but ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all, please. I gotta say it like that, right?
word.
Please go and stream Fife Dogs French Kiss
Mm, mm.
featuring Redman. Y'all go run it up. Fife Forever is on the way. Roster Root, Tony, Tim, Coney, Deisha, Fife's wife, they did an incredible job on this
Mm,
song. Illa J, his wife said, y'all gotta please go stream it, run it up. It is a beautiful song. I probably listen to that song at least, no, and I ain't even capping right now, probably 5 times a day. It's a
nah.
so
Yo,
like yeah, and I was so blessed to be in that same studio that same day that it was being filmed. It was
mm,
just very surreal. It's oh my God. The tears were real, you know, when she was looking at those pictures. Let me tell you something. I was in makeup with her,
mm-hmm.
bruh. That was probably one of the most surrealist moments of my life, just being in that environment and seeing them, you know, work, and it was beautiful. So y'all go run that up for Fife, yo, for real.
Yes.
I'm a huge Tribe fan. I couldn't even
Come on.
hold my tears back when I
Yeah.
got a chance to talk to her, you know, and let her know the impact that Tribe had on my life.
Right.
So y'all go run that up, yo, run that up.
Absolutely. I'm sure. Listen, one thing about the people that come in here is all real hip hop, so they
Yeah,
know about it. Shout out to my man ASU. He been killing it. You know what I mean? You
yeah.
know. Listen, I want to thank you because one thing I never like to do is have people cut off. You know how this IG joint be
Yeah, I
moving.
know. Yeah, it's about to be like, time's up.
I don't want to do that because shout out to my man LG. That happened to us last week. I hate that, you know. But listen, I want to thank you once again for giving me your time today. You were so open to do it. And like I tell everybody, this is a platform that if you ever want to come back, there's no problem, please, because I want to hear about everything that's coming up with you, everything that you got lined up. And when you dropping that new joint, I need it. You know what I mean? I need to know.
Ooh,
Can I
yeah,
be in the need to know? Can I be in that group?
I'm excited about it. I can't
So
wait.
let us know because we need, like I said, we do when people like that listen to the regular cat radio station know we do such segments where we do all Queen MCs, like hours at a time, all Queen MCs. So you know we got that going too, you know. So you
Nice.
lead that,
I'm
you in
honored.
that, you know.
I'm honored. Thank you so much. This has been incredible. Yeah.
And
And shout out to everybody that stayed on the live, yo.
listen, I had a dope crowd today because of you. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I thank you. You know what I mean? But we're gonna talk again soon because, like I said, I'm gonna be in touch with you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna stay in touch with you because I love everything you're doing. Like I said, I became a fan and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And
Thank
like my man Issue says, shout to your time. This is Key Turner, everybody. Go get that new album. Go get that new single and everything that's coming out. She spazzed with Rhapsody. She spazzed with Digger. She spazzed with anybody she gets on. Jamil Honesty. Hell's yeah. You get on the track with Key Turner. She's spazzing.
I'm
How you
spazzing.
like that? Listen.
Spazzing. And y'all
Yeah.
run up that Fife song, bro, produced by the Potato Head people. Y'all go get it. It's beautiful. It's so fit for the end of summer. They're
Word.
gonna miss summer. It's all right.
Yeah.
The next
You got
season will be
banged
later.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for your time, Key. And we're gonna be talking
Thank
soon. And
you.
listen, I'm still rocking you in the gym, even after today, because that's in my playlist, you know?
Hey, another one I heard is good in the gym is Trivial Pursuit. Rock
Yes, I know. Trust me. Listen, you got so much music there that we didn't have the time to get through it. Like I didn't want to get cut off, and I didn't know how your time was. That's another thing I didn't get to really holler about you about that. And I'm sorry about that.
That's
You
fine.
know,
That's fine.
but listen, when you have time, you let me know. We would definitely have you back here. I'm thankful
I
for
will
you.
definitely come back. I have enjoyed this so much.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yes. So salute, kid, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you, Queen MC. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Shouts out to everybody a part of Regular Cat Radio. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that tuned into the chat. I love you. Thank you for your support. And I'm glad
Yes.
y'all like the music, man. I got so much on the way. Y'all just keep it locked. No pun
Yeah.
intended. Keep it locked.
Yes. 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 I see where
Okay.
you go with that. Word. So listen, I'll have you soon. We'll be talking soon because I'm going to stay in touch with you with the music and everything. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. You have a great one.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace. Peace. All right. So thank y'all for having us here. Thank y'all for being here. That was Key Turner. That was a phenomenal conversation. I'm so thankful for her being here. Everybody stay locked in. Before we go, I don't know how much more time I got, but I just want to give a rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. I know him as Omar. We also know him as Chucky Way. We know him as everything, but we also know him as a strong man, a strong black man who was very powerful and gave everybody love. And last time we seen him big on a big stage was during the DMX tribute. So rest in peace to Michael K. Williams, Omar, and everybody we lost, but I want to keep this positive. Thank y'all for joining us. Thanks, my girl Key Turner. Check her out, y'all, all right? This is Sasha Rock, aka The Regular Cat. Thanks for joining us. Shout out to my man DJ. Shout out to my homegirl Moon. Shout out to Tish and the Tape. Shout out to my tribe, official heat holders. Respect heat holders. Thank y'all. If y'all missed this episode, the website will have it up there as well as the YouTube station. All right. Y'all have a great night. Peace. I love y'all.